The cheapest Alfa Romeo Tonale has arrived. This is the first fully gas Tonale, which saves you $7,000 over getting the plug-in hybrid model that you can only get for 2024. This is the 2025 fully petrol Tonale, and we have it here today at Alfa Romeo Daytona. Let's check it out. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where this is a special day because the Tonale, when available here in the United States, only came in the plug-in hybrid variant, the PHEV. We got it in the Sprint, TI, and Veloce, but we got it in only plug-in hybrid powertrains. Now, for today, for 2025, we have a fully gas, fully petrol model that saves you so much money just by getting the full internal combustion engine. That's it. So when Alfa Romeo announced it, I told you guys I would get you one on the channel, and I have it here today, the first fully gas model Tonale. Here's one thing that's gonna blow you guys away, because not only do you save over $7,000 by just getting this model over the plug-in hybrid variant, this model with options is still less than the starting price of a Sprint plug-in hybrid variant. So the entry-level plug-in hybrid variant is more expensive than this with options. Let's check this thing out and see what it's all about for the 2025 model year. Now, biggest shout out to Alfa Romeo Daytona Beach for letting me take a spin around this fully gas Tonale. Now, if you guys want this model or any other model they have in their lineup, well, make sure you guys check the links in the description for their website link. Their phone number's down there as well. Give them a call, check out their inventory, and get this beautiful car off of this lot and in your driveway today. So this is what you're here for, because for the first time we see a Tonale with just running fuel, gas. That's it. No hybrid assistance. 2-liter turbocharged inline 4 with direct fuel injection. Now, when it comes to power, this is going to be a little less than what the Giulia and Stelvio are running. So when it comes to horses, 268 horses. When it comes to pound-feet of torque, 295. Keep in mind the Giulia has 280, the Stelvio has 280. And when it comes to the pound-feet of torque, well, they're around 305, 306. So with that said, we do have a 9-speed automatic transmission, and we have Q4 all-wheel drive. So we do have our intelligent all-wheel drive system still here. So that's gonna rocket you from 0 to 60 in around 5.6 seconds, all right, with a top speed at 125 miles per hour. So it's not bad for what it is. But at the same time, I know that, you know, with the hybrid powertrain and stuff like that, well, it may have been a little bit more power. Is it worth that sacrifice? Well, if you guys want to save the money, again, this is supposed to be the more affordable variant. So you lose some things, but you gain those pockets when it comes to saving some money. So Alfa finally did it. They did what they should have done in the past 2 years when the Alfa Romeo Tonale came out, and that's make it competitive with the problem they created, which is called the Dodge Hornet, which is a derivative of this Alfa Romeo Tonale, but undercut the cost here in the United States because the Dodge Hornet was also offered without the plug-in hybrid variant, but the Tonale was not. Let's kind of talk about that in terms of what we're seeing here today, because the plug-in hybrid variant started life in its base form at $43,000. $43,000 just for a basic Sprint level plug-in hybrid Tonale, PHEV. For this model here today, taking away that plug-in hybrid powertrain and just giving it a gas, straight up ICE internal combustion engine when it comes to the powertrain, you automatically save $7,000 plus. Now it can actually compete with its Dodge Hornet cousin when it comes to price, because the Tonale was getting its butt kicked, let's be honest. And not that the Hornet was selling itself, but the Tonale definitely wasn't selling at a higher price point, especially when they first released the Tonale as a TI and a Veloce variant, the top 2 variants. The Sprint came later, so you can imagine how that went. Now, when it comes to overall styling and design for the front fascia of the Tonale, well, you're not going to see much of a difference between 2024 and 2025, let alone the hybrid models and this gas model here today. But it's still a great style. As you guys can see, it's got that Central logo up front, dark metal finish with the chevron pattern grille and an Alfa Romeo insignia right there front and center. You guys will see we do have some ventilation in between the grille here, where you guys will see that, and you will also see the 3+3 LED headlamps. That has been made a design language since the Tonale came out, carried over to the Giulia and Stelvio for the 2024 and 2025 model years. So this is where it started. Well, for the modern day era, we know that these 3+3 design design started way back when, all right, when it came to other models like the SZ. Now, with that said, you guys will also see our radar there and that chevron pattern grille carry over with more black accents all throughout, giving us a nice murderous look. You also see those side blades there with some feed through there as well, kind of keeping it very sporty when it comes to the overall front fascia. But again, the gas model is going to look a lot like that hybrid model. Now the side profile is showing off some 18-inch black diamond cut wheels, and that phone dial setup that we're used to when it comes to Alfa. Everybody knows the phone dials, right? Alfa Romeo insignia and monochrome front and center as well. And you got the Goodyear Eagle Sport tires to wrap it all together. Now, the same black paint, Alfa black paint that you guys see here, well, it's gonna be on the wheel wells. It's gonna be down the side skirt as well, on the mirror caps and the door handles. But the mirror caps do have the Italian flag integrated in as well for some nice flair. Now, with that said, the window moldings are done in black with the gloss black B pillar and C pillar. And then you guys will see we do have a glass roof because we added the panoramic roof option. So we do have that. You'll see that in the inside with the shark fin antenna done in Alfa black. You guys will also see the spoiler in Alfa black and the gloss black side blades. Blacking this thing out when it comes to the side profile, it's a really good look when it comes to this Tonale. So with the rear of the Tonale looking just as sinister as before, Tonale script, Alfa Romeo insignia right there, front and center with the LED light bar to go all the way across and that 3+3 moniker to match the front. Now, since this is a gas model, well, you would think, hey, maybe we're gonna see those exhaust tips. Well, those below chain models, those are the ones that have the exhaust tips reserved for them. So you guys will see a cutout here. You guys will see that it's functional right here as there is breathing down there to keep the exhaust nice and cool. But at the same time, the tips are protruding through the bumper, how they have it. They're hidden underneath there as well. So just to keep that in mind, for the below chain models, I know you get the exhaust tips popping through that cutout, but not for this gas entry-level model. Now you guys will also see the red reflectors there, the integrated sensors all throughout the bumper, and then the rear diffuser done in that plastic cladding that you've been seeing around the car as well, with the integrated third brake light and the spoiler. Again, a great look for the Tonale, keeping it simple, keeping it just how you would expect it to be, even in this gas variant. And when it comes to cargo space for the Tonale, well, we're looking at around 22.9 cubic feet of space with that 60-40 rear fold split up. And you have a center feed through as well. Now, if we were to fold this down, then we're looking at around 50.5 cubic feet of space. That's close to the Stelvio's numbers, where the Stelvio with the seats folded down is around 55.6 cubic feet of space. So we're doing pretty good with the Tonale here. You guys will see that we also have the nice sunshade here, or privacy shade, shall I say, to cover up your things, keep everything nice and dandy. Now you will also see lighting on both sides to keep the trunk illuminated. 12-volt DC plug-in right here as well, hooked there as well, and on this side too. But underneath this false floor, which actually sits right on top of these here, which is kind of like a nice floating shelf. When I do this, makes it nice and easy, right? All right, and then underneath here, we do have our front plate kit. Just in case you guys need a front plate, we don't need those here in Florida. A couple other tools back here, but no spare tire in this specific model here. Now, this is also something you guys want to know, because we only have one door now, and just a gas door. 21, 24, 29 is our fuel economy. All right, so 21 combined city and highway, 24 for the city, 29 for the highway, regular fuel here. And just to show you guys that we're not joshing you, well, look, there is no plug-in hybrid door. This is where the plug-in hybrid door is on the other Tonales. For the gas one, you don't need that door, so it's smooth, and you got just one opening for fuel. So again, just something that is new for this model, and we're gonna have to get used to it. Now, as promised, I want to show you guys the illumination when it comes to the Tonale. As you guys can see, the 3+3 tri-LEDs and their switchback turn signals, so bright white and amber integrated into the both of them with the high beams and low beams there as well, looking really sharp. And then our orange reflector right there. Now you guys will also see that in the Italian mirror caps, we do also have an amber turn signal there as well. And then in the rear, the tail lamp bar with the red reflector, the turn indicator there, putting it all together, looking pretty sinister when it comes to that tail light bar. I love the look on the Tonale. Now, before we hop inside that interior, check out the key fob, as you know and love it, from Alfa Romeo. It's the same for 2025, same as it's been forever for Alfa. Unlock, lock, trunk release, remote start, and panic with the Alfa Romeo script. Physical key once you slide these grippies down on the back where you have the monochrome Alfa Romeo insignia. And you do also can get to your physical key, but also change your battery inside of here as well, just in case that key fob battery dies. Now we're looking at around 41 cubic feet of space when it comes to legroom inside of this Tonale. Now we have a new moniker when it comes to the overall interior of the 2025 model year. We have soft gray inserts throughout, and we have the serpent seats. This was a hit with you guys. Check that out. Alfa Romeo's insignia is engraved into the seats. That is such a cool look. You guys can see the serpent right there. It's just, I mean, that is such a cool detail. And then if you need reference, well, the embossed headrest will show you what that looks like in the seat. You guys can see it in the rear as well. We'll get back there to show it up close. But yeah, that is really cool how they did the seats there. Now, you guys will also see that the door cards will show off a lot of what we're looking at when it comes to our interior. So again, the soft touches right here in gray on the armrest as well with the tan stitching. That's gonna be most of our moniker here with the aluminum trim, aluminum door handle. You have your locks there, window controls and everything there, and then your speaker grill with extra space down there. But let's hop inside this thing and see what the gas Tonale is all about when it comes to the interior. So now we're inside, and a lot of this, again, is gonna look very familiar to you. What's gonna miss, really you're gonna miss, are a couple of buttons and software stuff. Other than that, it's the same thing. So put on the brake, start stop button on the steering wheel. We're to live. All right, we're gonna be low fuel, still delivery miles when it comes to the fuel and everything like that. So there you go. You're gonna get that. Other than that, this is a lot of what you guys are used to when it comes to the Tonale. All right, so I mean, it's wonderful in here, right? It's nice, but there's not much to say that has changed for one, the 2025 model year, two, for the gas model over the hybrid. So to get it out of the way, you did have like a e-hybrid button or whatever here for the battery. That is gone, so it's a blank button. It's a shame that it's just like a weird blank button, but that is, you don't need it. All right, so and then in the software and stuff like that, you won't have that stuff. So I'm not gonna go over like trying to find where that stuff is to show you it's not there. You already know it's not there. What I do want to show you is what we have here today, which is wonderful. So flat bottom steering wheel, like we get in Alphas, the start stop button as you saw, and the insignia right here on the airbag. You guys will also see the perforated leathers in the inners as well with the stitching all throughout. Now keep in mind, we also will see that we do have over here some controls for the radio. We also have different controls for our instrumentation here. All right, so I can scroll up and down here as well. As you guys will see, right there in the center, it's changing because I'm doing that. You will also see that we do have our voice controls there as well. And we can change between 3 different modes when it comes to our digital instrumentation here. So there's 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we do have different configurations there as well. Now we do have our driver assistance on this side too. And then you guys will see we have lane keep assist back here with our high beam controls right here on this side. We do have our windshield washer controls, telescopic steering wheel, manual adjust. So I'll unlock that and pull it wherever I want. All right, and then lock it into place. All right, now with that said, you guys will also see on the left-hand side that we do have our low beam controls when it comes to our lighting units here. We do have the nice inserts here where it comes to black with the tan stitching, and you do have your turbine vents, as you guys will see, with that aluminum trim right there as well, gloss black right here over the instrumentation, and then that 10.25 inch digital infotainment when it comes to Uconnect 5. We'll talk about that in just a moment, with more of that aluminum trim, kind of looking like the metal trim with the inserts here as well, with the tan look as well when it comes to the stitching. We do have the glove box here as well, and then come to the middle here, we do have dual zone climate control, as you guys will see. All right, we do have the hazard buttons there. We do have our drive mode selector, DNA selector, advanced efficiency, everyday driving, keeping it chill, highway driving, cruise control. Natural, that's, between, whoops, let me change it again. Natural is, between city driving, bumper to bumper traffic, things like that. Dynamic, that's where we turn things up a little bit. We get feisty, we're getting on the highway, we're doing some accelerating or passing, things like that, where you want the most throttle response out of the Tonale. And the Tonale is the only Alfa currently, besides the quadrifoglio models, where you can turn the traction off. And even the quadrifoglio models, well, you have to do it on race mode. So that's the only way the traction will come off. For the Tonale, there's an individual traction off mode here, but it has to be under dynamic, which is fine. It's not like you're turning off everything else. It's just a traction when it comes to that. So you guys will see it there. All right. So with that said, you'll see where your wireless phone charging pad is here. All right. You will also see our 9-speed automatic transmission, 2-track system. So we can go over here and do some shifting since we don't have paddle shifters. All right. We can do neutral or reverse. Reverse will bring up our backup camera, as you guys will see up top there. And then park, we do have radio controls here. All right, and then we do have our electric parking brake here. Now, I did mention to you guys the blank button, the Italian flag is nice right there. And then we do have our parking sensors right there. We do have this nice aluminum trim for this whole bezel, and then it's wrapped around with the cup holders there. A nice soft insert on the armrest, and then open that up, and you got stowage down there. Now, look up top. You guys will also see that we do have our controls for our sunroof here and our sunshade, dome light, floodlights, everything like that. We also do have our our SOS button right there. And then you guys will also see our home link right here in the visor for our garage door openers, where we can program that, visor and mirrors and everything there. Now, this is Uconnect 5. You guys know this system has been in Stellantis products, including Alfa Romeo and Maserati for a while, but Alfa Romeo only got it for the past couple of years, but it's been in Maserati since 2021 and other Stellantis products since 2020, I believe. So with that said, this is basically Alexa when it comes to overall, functionality and software and UI here. But you guys know this, it's a great system, customizable. You can do driver profiles. You can see all of the things here that you guys would need. Well, when it comes to technology, I mean, this is steps ahead of what the Giulia and Stelvio currently offer. They still have their own in-house system. The Tonale was able to get Uconnect 5. I think you guys are going to enjoy this a lot better if you were to get into a Tonale. So that is an upsell there when it comes to one of these models. But with that said, for the interior, again, not much has changed. All right, so I didn't want to focus too much on that. Just wanted to show you what this one had and see if you liked it. Now, when it comes to your rear seat legroom, we're at about 38 inches, and we get the same materials in the rear as up front. As you guys will see, our inserts when it comes to our door cards and on our armrests here are done in that same soft touch with the tan stitching. All right, you guys will also see the aluminum bezel around the aluminum door handle there as well, and the speaker grill down there with some extra stowage. Now, inside, we get the same serpent in the seats, which is really cool. So you have these cloth seats with the stitching there and the serpent inside to give it that same styling. I love it that they also bring it to the rear. You also see a big armrest here. Pull this down, cup holders as well. Let's hop inside, see what our knee wiggle room is like. All right, not too bad for that 38 inches of leg room. All right, you guys will also see that we do have USB-C and USB 2.0 plugins right here as well with our HVAC vent. But yeah, for the most part, it's not bad. We do have extra storage on the back of these cloth seats as well. Look up top, that big sunroof is letting in a lot of natural light. And again, with this whole setup, it's not bad when it comes to the Tonale. Great place to be. I mean, it's an Alfa, right? All right, so let's take a look at the sticker of the Tonale all-wheel drive for 2025, because we start live at a whopping $36,495, which is a crazy low base price to see on a Tonale for the first time. And then after our additional options, which we only have a few, and our $19.95 destination charge, we're looking at a total price of $40,625. I told you guys that the hybrid version came in at $43,000 without any options. With a few options, we're under that price, almost $3,000 under the price. Crazy. Now, with that said, here we are. This is it's gonna get a little, I want to say, confusing for a second. I'll tell you why once we get to the warranty. So we have the Alpha Black paint for our options at $695. All right, and then we have the moonroof here, power moonroof, at $1,400 with one additional key fob is an extra $40. Those are our only options on this model. Now, where it gets confusing is, well, our warranty. So our warranty, 4 years, 50,000 miles, right? Our powertrain, 4 years, 50,000 miles and basic. It has an 8-year, 100,000 mile hybrid system limited warranty, and the voltage battery warranty, 8 years, 100,000 miles. Don't worry about that. This is just retrofitted to the hybrid Tonales, the PHEVs. This is for them. Since this is not a hybrid, there's no battery warranty that you're going to need for that hybrid system. So keep in mind that that is just because they didn't change it. They just copy and pasted. And yeah, the warranty is for that model, not this model when it comes to the hybrid battery. But the basic 4 years, and the powertrain warranty of 4 years, that's for this model. All right, so just to kind of clear up the confusion. Other than that, this is everything that comes standard on this Tonale all-wheel drive. So make sure you guys pause, zoom in, screenshot, and do what you need to do to see everything that this comes with at that $36,495 price tag before the additional options that we added. So there it is, guys. Our first look at the sticker of the gas Tonale, a new era, a more affordable era of Alfa Romeo. What do you guys think? So at $40,625, what do you guys feel about this fully gas Tonale? Saving $7,000 and getting practically the same car as the plug-in hybrid? I definitely think it's a no-brainer for me, but I want to know what you guys think. Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, well, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But also make sure you guys check the links down in the description where you have Alfa Romeo Daytona's website link and their phone number, so you guys can give them a call and drive these things off of the lot and get them out there on the street. All right, now make sure you guys also check the links in the description if you want to help further support the channel. I appreciate the extra love you guys show. Thank you so much. You guys can also subscribe, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.